Hello, I'm Tiny and welcome to Tiny's Tiny Homestead. Today I'm going to be talking about the importance of record keeping with your rabbits. It's very important to keep detailed records, and I'm going to explain to you just exactly why. I have a perfect example today in Honey. Honey is one of our breeding does. Honey is currently on day 30. I gave her nesting box yesterday on day 29. Rabbits are normally due, but this morning when I came out to do my morning chores around 7, I gave everyone hay, and I noticed Honey was hay stashing. And today is day 30 for her. So on any other rabbit, that would be perfectly normal. But for Honey, that is unusual. She normally kindles on 33 days, and she normally does not start building her nest until 32 days. So she will build her nest, and then the next morning she will have her kits. So this is why it's important to keep notes. But if you don't take detailed notes, especially for your breeding does, you might not remember what happened 3-4 months ago, depending on your breeding schedule. So this is why I'm always telling people it's very important to keep notes. The more detailed your notes, just like in school, right? When you have to look back on something when a test is coming up, you don't want to wonder what the heck you were writing in your notebook. Because Honey normally does not start building her nest until the day before she kindles, I'm actually expecting her to kindle on day 31 and not her usual day 33, which she's always gone to day 33. And normally rabbits will keep pretty much the same schedule every time. So if a rabbit normally goes at day 33, you can expect that they'll go to day 33 in their subsequent kindling. It doesn't always happen, but it's more likely to happen if they've already gone to day 33. But because I took my notes and I noticed she starts nesting the day before she kindles, and she started nesting today, I'm actually expecting her to have her kits tomorrow, which will be day 31. So we'll see, and if she doesn't have them tomorrow, I'll do the same thing I did today. I'll take my notes and until she has her kits, and then next time she's bred, like in the winter, I'll be able to look back and see what exactly her behaviors were before she kindled from this time and the previous time. So I have even more notes to look back on. I keep my notebook, but I also use Hutch, which is an app and a computer program. It's an electronic program. I started using Hutch because I bought some silver foxes from a rabbitry that used Hutch, and it was actually way easier for them to transfer the pedigrees through Hutch. So I signed up for Hutch, and sometimes it can be a little glitchy on the app, but I found out on the computer, or if I just use like my web browser on my phone, it's perfectly fine. It's just the app is a little bit glitchy. But I do like that they have an app and I can access it from my computer, from any computer. So I also keep notes in Hutch, but I keep them in my notebook too. One, I just like to write and be able to like quick look through my notes in a notebook because I'm old. And then two, in case anything were to ever happen, or I couldn't get internet, or anything, I'll still have my notes. It's really easy to navigate. You can do a little bit more than some of the other programs, and I don't have to worry about being at my computer to take a note or look up any information. I can do it straight from my phone, and I can do it from the app, which makes it really convenient. Like, we went to buy our new Argent Bruns, and they use Hutch, so they sent me the pedigrees and sold me the rabbits directly on Hutch. They just all the information they had already put into Hutch for the rabbits, it just automatically gets transferred over to me. So I have all the notes and information that they took, and they don't have to worry about finding the printed out pedigree and all that kind of stuff. Like, it just automatically went straight to my email. It said, they're transferring you a rabbit. Do you want to accept this rabbit? And I said, yes, I want to claim the rabbit, and it was super easy. Hutch doesn't pay me anything, like I'm not sponsored, obviously, like I have no subscribers, but I do think it's like a really good app, and I'll put the link if you want to check it out. And if there's another program that you use to keep track of your rabbits, let me know in the comments. So I am doing a check and a weigh. It's about 2 o'clock. I gave her a little bit of time. They're all clean and very cute. The mom is not going to eat the kits or hurt the kits or reject the kits because you touch them. And it's really important to check your kits right away, even if you just do a quick check, and make sure that they're all alive and they all have all their little fingers and toes and ears. You can get an overzealous mom that will, when cleaning, can lick off an ear or a foot. It sounds bad. They're just trying to do their mom job and they don't know. So what I like to do is weigh my kits, write it down, and if there are any that look similar, which I had litters that were like all black, I use either water-based nail polish or a permanent marker, and I will mark somewhere on their body, just a little dot or a mark, and make sure that they I can tell them apart, because when you're breeding rabbits, you want to keep track of how fast they're growing. So I did a check earlier and my video cut off, but I'm doing my evening check now, so that's what you guys are going to be seeing. And I'm also going to mark these kits. I'm going to put it on the scale. They're a little bit wiggly. And I just write down their weight. I'm just gonna put a little mark on his head just so I know. And I'm gonna mark in my notebook that I put which mark I put on him. Or her, we don't know yet. This is part of record keeping. This is what I do personally. I'll also enter this into Hutch. There's a space to put in her kits and their weights, and it'll tell you their total combined weight and their average weight. And I'll continue to keep track of their weights until it's ready for freezer camp time. If you found this video helpful or informative, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, how do you take your notes, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Tiny's Tiny Homestead. Thank you for joining me today.